If you're listening to this at 3 a.m., maybe you're not looking for advice. Maybe you're just hoping someone, somewhere, still cares, still listens, still believes that the weight you're carrying isn't too small to matter. So breathe, let the world fall silent for a moment, and let this be a whisper, not to fix you, but to sit beside you in the dark. Even the quietest sigh, God hears. There are nights when your heart is so heavy, you can feel it pressing into your ribs, tightening your throat, filling your chest with words you never got to say, with dreams that still ache. But in this stillness, you are not abandoned, you are not invisible. God leans in closer to the brokenhearted. He hears you, even when you don't speak. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Yes, even now, so we will pray, not with loud voices, but with trembling ones, not with perfect words, but with real ones, from a soul that's tired, but still trying. You don't have to believe everything's going to be okay. Just enough to say, God, I'm still here, and that's more than enough tonight. Let's whisper to Him together. Thank you, God, for letting me still be here, even when I didn't think I'd make it, even when I whispered, I'm done, into the pillow and meant it. You held me through it all, quietly, gently, like a hand that never let go. Thank you for the things no one claps for. A single heartbeat that didn't give up, a breath I didn't have to fight for, a quiet morning when I managed to get out of bed. Thank you for staying when I couldn't stay with myself. There were moments I doubted you were near, but looking back, maybe it wasn't you who moved. Maybe it was me, drifting, hiding, ashamed, but you never stopped searching, never stopped sending little signs. A psalm I needed to hear, a stranger's kindness, the way the sky opened up right when I felt closed off. Thank you for not needing me to be strong to be loved. I've lost things, I've broken things, I've failed, fallen, and tried to forget parts of my story, but you saw every piece and never turned away. Thank you for the grace that shows up unannounced, for the comfort that finds me in quiet corners, for the fact that healing doesn't need to look loud to be real. And thank you for the nights like this, nights where the world slows down, and I remember, I'm not just surviving, I'm still being held. Even now, I am still loved. God, I've tried to be okay, tried to smile when I was breaking, tried to act strong when all I wanted was someone to say, it's okay to not be fine. I confess, I'm tired, not just in my body, but in the deep places. The kind of tired sleep doesn't fix. The kind of tired that comes from pretending for too long. I've carried things I was never meant to carry alone. Regrets that whisper at night. Choices I wish I could take back. Moments I replay like a broken record, wondering if one different word could have changed everything. I confess, I haven't always trusted you. Sometimes it's easier to numb the pain than to face it. Sometimes I've prayed and felt nothing, and I wondered if you were even listening. But I'm here now, not because I've figured it all out, but because I need to be held. I need you to meet me in this hollow place, where I've kept the hurt hidden even from myself. I confess, I've blamed myself for too long, for what happened, for what didn't, for who left, for who stayed but never really saw me. I confess that I haven't always forgiven, not others, not myself, but tonight, I'm not coming to explain. I'm not here to defend or justify or bargain. I just want to be near you again, to sit in the silence, and maybe, just maybe, feel that you still want me close. Even now, even here, I believe you do. I forgive, not because they apologized, not because it stopped hurting, but because I no longer want to bleed for wounds someone else caused. I forgive, not to make what happened okay, but to free myself from the chains I didn't deserve to wear. Forgiveness isn't forgetting, it's remembering without the sting. It's choosing not to carry their choices on my back anymore. I forgive the words that were never said, the apologies I waited for in silence, the explanations that never came. I release the hope that they'll ever understand what they did, and I choose peace instead. I forgive myself too, for staying too long, for trying to fix what wasn't mine to fix, for being too quiet when I should have spoken, for being too loud when I was just scared. I'm learning that I'm not the worst thing I've done. I'm not the version of me that was too afraid, too angry, too broken to be soft. God, teach me to keep forgiving, not just once, but every time the memory returns with its sharp edges. Help me loosen my grip on the need to punish, to prove, to be right, and instead, let me hold on to grace. Let me live lighter. Tonight, I let it go, not because they were right, but because I'm ready to be whole. Even now, I choose to begin again. I let go. I let go of the weight I wasn't meant to carry, the expectations that never fit who I really am, the should have been, that whispers shame into my quietest moments. I let go of the version of me, who always had to be okay for everyone else, who smiled so others wouldn't worry, who never said, I'm hurting too. I released the need to make sense of what broke me. Not everything needs a reason. Some things just are, and holding on to them only keeps the wound open. God, I place it all in your hands now. The failed plans, the unanswered prayers, the love that didn't stay, the hopes that fell apart quietly when no one was looking. I let go of my grip on control. It was never mine to begin with. I let go of anger, not because it wasn't real, but because it's too heavy to carry any farther. I let go of fear, the kind that creeps in late at night and tells me I'll never be enough. That I missed my moment. That healing isn't for people like me. Tonight, I'm done holding it all together. I give it to you, God, every tight muscle in my chest, every clenched memory, every fragile, maybe, I've held too long. I trust you with what I can't fix. Even now, I believe you can make something beautiful out of this mess. So I breathe in peace, and I breathe out what I've carried for too long. God, if you're near, and I believe you are, then come gently, not with thunder, not with force, just a whisper in the parts of me I've been afraid to show. Touch the places I don't talk about, the wounds that have scabbed over, but still sting when the light hits them just right. Heal me in the quiet. There are memories I've locked away, nights I don't speak of, words that echo still, people who left marks I still trace in the dark. I don't need to forget, I just needed to stop hurting. So come into the ache, not to erase the past, but to show me that it doesn't own me anymore. I'm not asking to be brand new, I'm asking to feel whole. Even with the scars, you don't need me to be perfect to begin the healing. Just willing, and tonight, I am. I open the door a little. I let the light touch what's been hidden. I let love soften the edges I hardened just to survive. Heal the shame I carry in silence. The guilt I was never meant to hold. The bitterness that built walls where trust used to live. Let tears be holy tonight. Let this softness be sacred. Let this be the night something inside finally exhaled. Even now, even here, I believe healing has already begun. Hope doesn't always come with trumpets. Sometimes, it whispers. Sometimes, it shows up in the smallest ways. Like getting out of bed, like answering a message, like choosing to breathe when it would be easier not to. Tonight, hope looks like this. You, still here, still listening, still open, even if only a crack. I don't know what tomorrow holds. I've stopped pretending I do. But I believe you're already there. God, in the unfolding, in the unexpected, in the slow and sacred steps of becoming. I choose to hope, not because I'm certain, but because something inside me refuses to stop believing that this isn't where the story ends. Maybe hope is faith in process. Maybe it's less about outcomes, and more about the quiet knowing that I'm not alone as I walk through. I hold on, not to guarantees, but to you, and that's enough for now. Hope doesn't promise easy, it promises presence. That in the dark, there's still a hand to hold. Even when I can't see the path, I trust the one who walks beside me. So I keep going. I let the tears come and still move forward. I let the pain breathe and still choose to believe. Even now, even after all of this, I believe beauty is still possible, and that tomorrow, however it arrives, will meet me with new mercy. I declare this. No wound I carry is beyond your healing. No night I've lived through is darker than your light. I am not what I've lost. I am not what hurt me. I am not the silence, the goodbye, the breakdown I barely made it through. I am still here, and that is no small thing. By faith, I say, I am not abandoned. I am not forgotten. Even now, you are holding me, even when it feels like nothing's changing. I am changing, slowly, quietly, like seeds in the dark before they bloom. I declare, my life still matters. My voice still matters. My softness is not weakness, and my brokenness is not the end of the story. I believe healing is not always loud. Sometimes it looks like choosing to stay, choosing to rest, choosing to breathe. I believe in a love that doesn't give up, even when I do, a love that found me when I had nothing left to offer. Tonight, I stand in that truth, even with shaky hands, even with doubt in the corners of my heart, because faith isn't about never questioning. It's about coming back, again and again, to the quiet knowing that I am loved. So I say it again, softly but surely, I trust you. Even now, I am held. If you're still here, you're healing. Maybe not all at once, maybe not in ways you can see, but something inside you has softened, something has shifted. You let yourself be seen tonight, not by the world, but by the one who sees in secret, and still says, "You are mine." So rest now. You don't have to do anything more. You've done enough just by being here. Let the silence hold you. Let peace settle on your chest like a warm blanket. And if your heart still aches, that's okay. Healing doesn't rush, but it's already begun. You are not alone. You never were, and you never will be. Comment, Amen, if you feel something stirred tonight, even if just a little. Share this with someone. If your heart whispered, they might need this too. And if you want to keep walking this gentle road together, subscribe. No pressure, just a soft invitation to come back. Whenever the night feels too heavy, may peace wrap around you tonight. May rest find you deeply, and may you remember, even now, you are loved.